OnePlus is looking to take their premium smartphone game to a whole new level, and I think it's safe to say that they've successfully done that with their new 7 Pro. The phone has a lot to offer, it has a little left to be desired, but it has quickly shown why it'll end up as one of the best phones to come out this year. So for starters, the baseline 7 Pro goes for $670, which is the most expensive phone OnePlus has released yet, besides of course the McLaren Edition 6T. But it's still less expensive than phones like the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus, for example, which puts the 7 Pro right in the price range of the S10e and LG G8. And what you're getting is a bigger, faster, more powerful device. You know, I see a lot of hot takes online, mostly from people that don't even own the device, talking about why they think this phone isn't good, focusing mainly on what the phone doesn't have. And while some of these complaints may be warranted, I think we really have to understand what exactly we're asking for. The 7 Pro does not have wireless charging, it does not have a headphone jack, official IP rating, or expandable storage. And I get it, those are all great things phones like the S10e and G8 proudly offer. But taking into account what the phone does have and what the phone would cost if it did have all of those extras, it kind of makes the 7 Pro look like it's priced just right. The 7 Pro is a big, premium-feeling beast of a device that rivals the footprint of the Note 9 and the weight of the iPhone XS Max. It's also slippery as heck. This video sponsor, Dbrand, can help out with that thanks to their skins. You can check out this one and others using the link in the description. Now, the 7 Pro's user experience is one of the best that I've experienced on a smartphone ever, and that's thanks to multiple things. The phone is incredibly fast, as expected. In fact, it's the fastest phone I've ever used. It charges very quickly with Warp Charge 30. We're talking nearly half a full battery charge in 20 minutes. That sorta kinda makes up for the fact that we don't have the convenience of wireless charging. Things like read-write speeds are faster with UFS 3.0 storage. It's also super powerful with the latest Snapdragon processor, 4000 mAh battery, and up to 12 GB of RAM like in the one I have here. I've experienced zero lag, zero hitches, none of that, just pure speed and raw power. In addition to that, battery life, in my use at least, has been incredible. So far, I've been hovering around the 7 to 7.5 hour range of screen on time, sometimes breaking 8 hours. Not sure how long that'll last, but we shall see. And yes, I'm well aware that a lot of other content creators have been seeing results in the 5-hour range, but remember, everyone's use is different. On extremely heavy days, I get around 6 to 6.5 hours of screen on time, which is still really good, and when not in use, I have not seen the battery drain at all, so there's nothing to worry about there. Now, OnePlus thankfully tweaked 3 very important aspects of the user experience: the speakers, the haptics, and the fingerprint reader. The speakers sound really good, they get nice and loud, and they're a huge step up from previous OnePlus models. They're right up there with some of the best smartphone speaker setups you can find. Now, the haptics are phenomenal. When you type, when you hit the navigation keys, the shutter button, or even when you set an alarm, you feel some excellent feedback. To me, this is the closest you can get to an iPhone. It's not quite there yet, but this, along with the Pixels, are the best haptics Android phones can offer. I love it. The fingerprint sensor area is larger, which helps with accuracy, and it's faster too, which is nice. It's still an in-display scanner, but it works for the most part, and I haven't had too many issues with it, other than that one time when it could not for the life of it recognize my left thumb. It was the weirdest thing, but it hasn't happened again, so that's good. Now, on top of all of this, we've got this display. For the longest time, we've been given these really nice, bright and punchy 1080p displays, and while those were really good and all, this right here is kind of what we've been waiting for. We're looking at a rather large, curved QHD Plus Fluid AMOLED panel, completely notchless, totally free from all distractions, just pure screen. It is beautiful. The main selling point, for me anyway, is its 90 Hz refresh rate. So we've got all of this speed and all of this power, now accompanied by an extremely buttery smooth display, which will flat out spoil you and make you not want to go back to 60 Hz devices. It's that good. It gets nice and bright, just bright enough to view in direct sunlight. It's nicely calibrated. You can lower the resolution to FHD Plus if you'd like to try and squeeze a bit more time out of the battery, and overall, it's currently my favorite display on a smartphone. Now, I'd be lying to you if I said I haven't experienced any issues with the curved edges. While they are very nice to look at, in use they can get in the way just a little bit with accidental touches. However, those didn't happen enough to frustrate me or wish for OnePlus to have gone with a completely flat panel. But I do know there are a lot of people that would have preferred that flat panel. Of course, with this being a display completely uninterrupted by a notch or a cutout, OnePlus had to do something with the front-facing camera. So we've got a motorized pop-up one. This is definitely a conversation starter, and it's worked well so far. It's quick and responsive, and it does its job nicely for when you use Face Unlock. Durability concerns are here, but OnePlus ensures that everything will be okay. The module is battle tested. It can apparently hold a 50-pound brick, according to OnePlus. We'll see how this fares moving forward though. Closing out the user experience with the software, as you guys should know, Oxygen OS is pretty much my favorite skin on top of Android, and this latest edition does not disappoint. It's got all the usual goodies packed inside, with a couple new additions like a baked-in screen recorder and edge lighting effects for when you get notifications, little things like that. It's great stuff all around. Alright, so the cameras. In an effort to prevent this from being a 20+ minute video, we can sum them up like this. The cameras are very solid, and I know most people will be pleased with the results, and we get more versatility with the addition of an ultra-wide angle lens. However, while they are very solid, they're still not on the level of what you get from Samsung, Huawei, and Google. The word I'd use to describe the overall experience is inconsistent. First couple of shots will look great, sharp, nicely exposed, good color, nice contrast, and the next few could be soft, a tad bit washed out or overexposed. Now the good thing here is that this can all be fixed with a software update. Bottom line, the cameras may not be on the same level with Samsung, Huawei, or Google, but honestly, results are more than usable. Low light results are surprisingly underrated, video comes out looking nice, selfies could still use a lot of work, but again, they're usable, and like I said, I think most people will enjoy what they get. We just need a bit more consistency. The thing is with the cameras on this phone is that, well, for a long time, the cameras have been a little bit of a reason to perhaps not get a OnePlus device. While there's still not a reason to get the phone, I don't think they're a reason to stay away, especially considering the phone's price tag. All in all, I think OnePlus did a very good job with the 7 Pro. They stuck to what they know while adding on and tweaking a few things to boost the already smooth and powerful user experience. I am really enjoying this phone, and I gotta say my SIM card may be hanging around in here for a little while longer than expected. While it would have been nice to have had some of the extras other phones have, to me, most of those are luxuries, not necessities. And the OnePlus 7 Pro is showing that you don't need to shell out $1,000 for an excellent device. It is a monster, both on paper and in real-world use. Let me know what you guys think of the OnePlus 7 Pro down below in the comments, and we'll talk about it. Other than that, that does it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the Android Police channel if you are new. I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for watching.